Okay, this is the Power Query Editor window, and where do we have? Yeah, this is the report, right? The pagination report that we have created. Just to continue on the last session, like we were talking about, what we are doing, we were talking about these buttons, right? We're talking about this navigation. So what we have done, we have implemented the three different pages, one for profit and three different views. Basically, I would say one for profit, another one is for sales, another one is for quantity, right? This is what we have done it. So, and what we need to do now, we need to create an actions. We need to create an actions, like when we click on this profit, and you click on this profit, this should display only the profit related data. It is showing the quantity. But now I should implement the concept. When I click on the sales button, it should display the sales information for me. When I click on the quantity, it should display the quantity information for me. Okay, likewise, we need to get that. So how I can do it? We need to create the bookmarks. Okay, with the help of bookmarks, we can do that. So let's create. Since I have already created this bookmarks, I have already created the bookmarks for before that, but I wanted to show you like how we can create. So I'm creating the bookmarks again for this sheet, for this page. Okay, so that we can do it. So this is a profit one. So profit, what we need to do first, we need to uncheck the data and we need to uncheck all visuals. Okay, so what we need to do basically, then profit when the bookmark. So what we are talking about bookmark means it takes the current snapshot, current state of the report, current state of the report. So what should be the current state? So we need to make sure that active buttons. So basically these are the four different groups. I mean, these are the groups basically. So we should enable the profit group, right? And we should hide the what? Let's remove this. Okay. Let's remove this, and we should hide the quantity group and sales group. And coming to the active button group, let's enable this active button and disable the other two groups, quantity button and this one. Okay, somehow this one is got changed or what? It should be like this. I think on that day when we are doing for this buttons one, right? Trapezoid button. So that time it got, I think it got changed. Let's adjust this. Okay, now I think we should be good. So I've enabled profit, and at the same time these two buttons are disabled. So open this, and what you have here, we also enabled the profit button, but it should be disabled. This is like our current state. So when I click on this one, when I click on the profit button, I should get displayed with profit by year, profit by region, and profit by year and quarter. This should be my information. This should display for me. Okay, this is how I need to get the data, right? So for that, now the state is profit state. So what I will do, I will select this active button, and I will also select this quantity group, sales group, profit group, and inactive button group. I wanted to capture these four, and I will go here and I will update. That's it. My profit will be updated. This is my state of profit button. Button in the sense profit bookmark. So now I will do the same thing for sales. So what I need to do? First, I need to uncheck the data, uncheck the all visuals. Then after, what I need to do, I need to I need to disable this quantity button, but I need to enable this quantity button in the active groups, and at the same time I need to disable this profit button. These are active groups, active buttons. Then again, I need to group in the sense, what is this profit group? This profit group is nothing but the data which is the visuals which are showing up in the active. So I will disable this one and enable the sales. I will enable the sales. Let's reduce the size of it. Okay. So, and then after I will enable the inactive profit button and will enable the sales button and disable the quantity button. And I should enable the quantity inactive button. So this is what we need it for, right? What we have done. So I need to disable the sales inactive button, right? So active buttons, when it is coming to the active buttons, I should disable the quantity button, I should disable the profit button, and also I should disable the quantity group and profit group. And when it is coming to the inactive buttons, why? Because I need to make sure that the other two buttons are inactive, like light color. And this should be quantity button should be quantity inactive button should be enabled, and sales button should be disabled. Why? Because we already enabled the active button, and profit button should be enabled. So this is my state. So what I need to do, I need to select this active group, button group, quantity group, sales group. Basically I need to select all the groups. Okay, so all of them got selected and click update. That's it, the part is done. So now I need to select, I need to do the same thing for quantity. So first what I need to do, I need to remove, uncheck the data. I need to uncheck all the visuals. Then after, what I need to do, again, I should enable the quantity. I should disable the sales button, and I should enable this quantity group. I should disable the sales group, right? Profit group should be disabled, and inactive buttons, when it is coming to the quantity button, should be disabled. Quantity button should be disabled, and sales button should be enabled. Now we have, now we have everything, right? Now we have everything. So what I need to do now, I need to take capture, select this one, all the groups, I need to select it. I need to select all the groups, and then I right click on it. And what will happen? I need to click on the update button so that my things got updated. So now what happened? I created the bookmarks. I created the bookmarks for all of them. Good. So I created the bookmarks for all of them. Now what happens? See, let's see what is happening now. When I click on the quantity, we have this, and when I select the select sales button, I have, when I select the sales button, what I have the sales information, and when I select the profit, I should have the profit information. Clear? Now it is good. But what if I wanted to switch from profit, this active button, to inactive button, when I click on this one, I should also get changed. I should also get moved from profit to sales. Is it happening now? No, right? So that, for doing that, what I need to do, I need to go to the inactive button, click on the inactive button where you have, click on the inactive buttons, any button, quantity button, go to your actions, select this action, and when you click on the actions, there you have bookmarks. Select the bookmark, and then after you need to select the quantity one. Okay, select the quantity one so that it will be moved to the quantity. Similarly, we need to do it for sales button. Okay, so we need to enable the action, and then after select the bookmark, and when the bookmark comes here, you need to select the sales one. Okay, that is our bookmark we have created just now, and that's how you have done it. And coming to the profit, this is, since it is hidden, so it will not allow you to do it. So what we need to do, we need to select the hidden thing. So we need to select the sales. So when you select the sales bookmark, this profit button got enabled, and again you can enable these actions. And when you come back here, bookmark, and sales. Okay. So now you have done the actions for this one as well. So let's save this file. Let's save this file. And now minimize this as well. This one and this one. Now you have your report is ready. Let's check it. Now you have in sales button. You clicked on the sales button, and when you click on the sales button, you should see only the sales information. If I wanted to go back to this profit button, and I click on this one, what is happening? Is it not done? Yeah, right. So when I click on the profit, but I should see only profit, but I'm not seeing profit. Let's say if I wanted to more, if I wanted to, I am seeing only sales. Okay, I think I have done something wrong here in the selections. Let's go back to this profit inactive button. And what is the action that I have selected? I have selected sales. So that's the reason it is not getting changed. I should correct it, right? Now let's see what's going on now. Okay, if I wanted to quantity, I'm already in quantity. If I wanted to come back to the sales, now I'm seeing the sales. If I wanted to switch from the inactive button, active button to inactive button profit, so I should get the profit information. It's working, right? If I wanted to switch from this profit to quantity, I should get the quantity related information. And also at the same time, the other two buttons should be disabled for us. The other two buttons should be disabled for us. So this is how we need to implement the bookmarks. We need to implement the bookmarks. Okay. So any questions? Is it clear? Okay, perfect. So now what we need to do, let's say these are all let's say if I select this 2021 data, you are also seeing the data is getting filtered out. The data is getting filtered out in all the other visuals that we have in this report, right? That we have all in this report. So what I need to do, I want this interaction to be, this is a default interactions. This is called interactions. Why? Because we have this in the model. The data is connected with one another, right? Even if the data is not coming from the one table, but what we are doing, we have a relationship with in the models. Okay, since we have built the report within the one single table or one single data set, so that's the reason they are interactive. So if you wanted to change that interactive feature, what you can do, you can select that and you can go to, you can select the edit interactions. When you click on this one, you will be enabled with these interactions. Okay, you can see, right, these interactions are enabled for every visual. It is enabled with every visual. This is filter, this is highlight, this is you wanted to stop, so let's say let me stop this one and go back to this format and remove the edit interaction. So what will happen? Earlier when I select this 2021 data, it filtered the data for all the visuals. But if I do now, let's see what is happening. It is happening only for the other visuals which are not stopped for the interaction. So what is the benefit that I'm getting? The benefit I'm getting is the performance. So by default, this is the default feature. Interactions are the default features. Okay, this comes up with Power BI automatically, the default feature. But what happens whenever you have a loaded with multiple visuals? Okay, in a page, it is recommended that it is recommended by the Microsoft that in a page you can have max 6. You should have a max 6 visuals. Okay, but even if you have a 6 visuals also, that doesn't look good. If you maintain the 4 visuals max, that will look good. Okay, remember this. Even the Microsoft is suggesting to have only 4 visuals, so 6 visuals in a page. Okay. So what will happen when you click on one visual? Automatically, the data get filtered. The data visuals get filtered. Visuals get filtered with the in other visuals too. So that you don't want to happen it. Why? Because that hits the performance of your report. Okay. So that's the for that reason what we do usually, we stop the interactions for which it is not required for the business. Okay. This is the default feature. Interactions is the default feature which business is asking for. So that's the reason business always looks for this interaction. But if you do not want that, then you can stop it. Okay, you can stop it. Okay, so now what happened? My report is ready, right? My report is ready, and so if you see here, this is a drill up and drill down. So if you see here by default, what we have when I pull this order date, into our reporting canvas, this is called report canvas. Okay, this is called report canvas that we have talked about. This is called field section. This is called ribbon. This is called ribbon, options ribbon. And this we have a visualization section here, and this we have a field section, and this we have a bookmarks, and this we have a selections. So when you go here, you can see all of them. Okay, if you wanted to, you can enable the fields. Okay, you can enable the sync slicers as well. Sync slicers in the sense, let's say if you have a multiple slices in all the, you have multiple pages like this, and you wanted to, let's say I have one report where I selected, let's go to any other report. Okay, let's talk about this. Then after we'll go to the sync slicer part. Okay, so what is that? You have this quantity by year. Quantity by year, we have this is by year data. And if I wanted to drill down, so you can, this is the button where you can click on to turn on the drill down. So when I enable this one, I can go to the next level. I can go to the quarter wise data. I can see the quarter wise data. Okay, so this also I can do it. This also I can do it. So if I wanted to have this like this, then I can go year wise. And if I wanted to have a month also, then I can pull that month and I can drill down to month wise as well. So if you see here, this is month wise data. This is month wise data. But what is currently we are seeing the month wise data for all the years. For all the years. But let's see if I wanted to apply the month filter here, the outside of this window, let's say year, basically. Click on this one, and this is default of a tabular, and I would like to change this one to a slicer. Okay, so I have this year slicer, and I will take this one at here, and I will adjust a little bit. Okay. Okay, so and we can change the format of it, like how it should look, and everything that can be changed. If you see here, there is a small button, and if you wanted to change that one as a drop down, or if you wanted to change it as list, everything that you can do. Let me do it for drop down, and I will go and select these options. Okay, so if I adjust the size of it, and I wanted to see the 2021 data, then if you can see here, the data got adjusted here. The data got registered here, but the numbers what we are seeing, it is something like which is displaying in decimals. So what I again can do, so I have to go back here and quantity. So you have to find this quantity, and when you click on this quantity, what will happen? You will be enabled with this one. You will be enabled with this one. So what you need to do, you need to change the decimal points. Okay, we need to change the decimal points. If you see here, the data is getting filtered out automatically, and at the same time you are seeing only the 2021 year data in the quantity by year and segments, and also the months also you are seeing here. And if you wanted to select multi selection drop down, and you can click on this control button for selecting the multiple years. And also what you can do, you have this, go to select this one, and you have slicer settings where you have single select is off and multi selection is control enabled, show all button. If you enable this one, you will also be enabled with slow show all. So select all basically. So basically select all will happen in a single select. What you can do, you will be enabled with all the years. You will be enabled with all the years. Okay. So this is how you can do the changes. Interactions can be implemented at the same time. The visual levels settings also, the drilling down of the data that you can do it. Drilling down of the data that also you can do it. So let's stop this one, drill down, and let's enable this and come back here. Come back here. Anything you can do if you enable the drill down, right? So if I wanted to, let me remove this month wise, because my report will look with a lot of bars, and let me enable remove that, and I will go to the next level and come back to the drill up. Anything you can do it, and if you wanted everything to be in one single level, everything would want to be in single level, that also we can do it. Okay, that also we can do it. Okay, any questions from anyone? We are good so far. Okay, good. So let's assume that we have a, we have finished the report. We have finished the development of the report. Now what we need to do? We need to give this report to the business. So what are the different ways, right? What are the different ways to give the report? One is Power BI service, right? Power BI service. This is the place where this is the cloud environment. This is cloud environment where we publish our reports so that the business can go through and review the reports. Why? Because they will be having the access. Other option is share this. So the moment I save this file, the moment I save this Power BI file, so I get generated with PBIX file, Power BI extension file. This is called Power BI extension file. This gets generated and this will be saved in the system, right? This will be saved in the system. Either I can directly share this Power BI file. I can share this Power BI file to the users. So this is not an ideal approach. This is not an ideal approach. We should not share the Power BI files to the users to individually and asking them to review. Why? Because this is not something you are sharing a centralized location so that it can be accessed by everyone in the sense who are giving permissions. So that we will see now. Okay. So what is the ideal approach? You need to publish this report. Okay. So to publish the reports, what we have an option, we have this option. So we need to have a service account. We need to have service account. Power BI account. You need to have a Power BI service account. Okay. So when you publish that, it will ask you that which workspace. Okay. So again. So first we need to see like how do you create the Power BI service account. Okay. So we can create service account, Power BI service account. It's a free account. Okay. Free service account. with your organization ID. Organization email ID. Or if you are a student, your student email ID would be there, right? So that email ID can be used for creating this one. Okay, either of these two approaches, either your organization email ID or your student email ID. So that will give you a free service account that will be having a validity of 60 days, I think so. So with that help of that, we can create the service account. So once we have a service account, there you can host or deploy your Power BI reports. Okay. So can we create with a Gmail account? No, we cannot create the free service account with a Gmail, Hotmail, or Outlook, anything. Using this, you cannot create. So I will tell you a trick over here. So if you do not have an organization email ID or a student email ID, still we can create the service account. Still we can create the free service account. I will show you like how we can do it. Okay. So there we have like 10-minute mail. Okay. So this is the website. Okay. This is a website which gives you a 10-minute mail, 10 minutes for the 10 minutes lasting email account. Okay. Using that email account, you can create it. Why? Because it doesn't take you more than 10 minutes. It hardly takes you a minute for creating a service account. So if you see here, my email ID got generated the moment I clicked on it, and also the number counting got started. So what I will do, I will use this, copy this. First, I will put it in my notepad. Then after what I will do, I have the link here, Power BI service link. So where I have, so this is start to select start free or try free. Okay, let's click on this one, and I have this Power BI is asking for sign up, and it is already, since I have already created for, and it is asking me to sign into a different account. Sign in for, let's use a different account. Okay, so what I will use this email ID. What are you saying? The username is incorrect. Start Power BI. I should get a different screen actually. Use a different account. Okay, so I should sign in. Sign up. Okay. Okay. Try free. It is going to connect to that account actually. Since I have already done it, maybe it is not allowing us. Okay, but you can try it. You can try it. Why? Because yesterday itself I have tried it again for a different purpose, and I have tested it. It is still active. Okay, you can try it in your system and see how it is working. Okay, if it is not working, let me know. We can connect again. Okay, you can connect again. I will share you this 10 minutes link and everything. You can generate it. Okay, so basically what will happen when you go here, it will ask you to enter the OTP. So that OTP you will get it here. When you scroll down, you will get the OTP, yeah, within the 10 minutes. Okay, within the 10 minutes, which is you're doing, once you enter that OTP, your Power BI account will be created. Okay, if you have your organization company ID or your student ID, you do not need to follow this approach. Okay, you do not need to follow approach. You can directly use your company ID. That perfectly works, and nobody is going to ask you like why you use the company ID or anything. Why? Because this is nowhere related. This Power BI email account, the service account that you are creating, and this one is nowhere related. And if your company is already having the service account, that is a different case. Okay, so that you can use it. And if you are a student and you're working for a college and you have the student email ID, that still again you can use it. Okay, but if you either of them are not working, like you do not have both of the options, then you can go with this 10 minutes email ID and it works. If you see here, this is the one which I have generated. So it is working for me. And so I should go with this one, skip for now. Thought to show you, but somehow it is not working. But anyways, so this is the reports. These are the reports which I have it for, and this is how the home screen Power BI apps. This is the service page. Okay, this is the service page, how it looks like. Okay, so now what we need to do, we need to deploy this report, right? We need to deploy this report, publish this report. We have completed the design of this report, and now I need to publish this report. So this is the workspace. So basically assume that we have, so it is asking you already have a data set named page navigation Power BI. Replacing this data set may impact two workspaces, one report and two dashboards. The reason because I have created two dashboards and one report and two workspaces. Let's see what is that. Okay, replace. I do not have any issue in replacing that. So in Power BI service, you will see the different terminologies here. Okay, in Power BI service, we have some of the new terminologies. Let's see what are those. Okay, Power BI service. So in Power BI service, we will see workspaces and reports and dashboards and datasets and workbooks. Okay, so remember this. This can be an interview. This will be an interview question as well. So what are the different components that you will see in Power BI service? In Power BI service. So your answer should be these are the different components. Workspaces. Workspace is more or less like a folders. Imagine that. So they just think that it's like a folders. You will see the workspace here. If you wanted to create a new workspace, that you can create it by, because folder wise permissions that we can deploy the reports, and we can folder wise permissions you can give the individual users. Why? Because you cannot give a user who is not authenticated to access a different user, different reports. So for that reason, authenticate permissions. So we have a workspaces. It works like a folder like structure. Okay, so that is nothing but your workspaces. And under the workspaces, you can deploy your reports. Now we just deployed one of our report, right? So this is one of the workspace that I have created for. Under this is my workspace. Okay, my training workspace. Under this, my training. Under that, you have, this is the report which I just deployed. This is a page navigation report. If you see here, this is my this is the report. This is the report which I deployed, and the name of the report you can see in the top, page navigation. Okay, page navigation. So when you deploy any report, the report will be deployed along with the data set separately, so that you can use this data set for n number of reports. You can use this report for n number of reports. You can use this data set. Okay, so that is works like a something like a shared data set. Okay, so that's the reason if you see here, if you see here, let's say if I wanted to create any new report from that data set, you have a source called Power BI data set. When you create a new report, you can use Power BI data sets also as a source for your Power BI the report that you build in your desktop. That option is also available. The reason because when you deploy the report, it will be deployed as a two different components. One is a report. You can see this image. It's a visual. Okay, and this is a data set. This is a data set, and if you want it, you can do analyzation. You can create the new report by using this data set, and that new report can be created in the service itself, for which you don't require the desktop. Okay, remember this. So if the interviewer is asking you, can we create a report without Power BI desktop? Yes, the answer should be yes. We can create with the help of Power BI service. With the help of Power BI service. Okay, so let's go and click on this create button, create report button. Okay, if you see here in the service, in the web browser itself, I will be getting the same interface like what I'm seeing in the Power BI desktop. So I will be having the data set, I will be having the data sets, and I will be having the visuals, and I also have the filters and everything. So let's say if I wanted to build a report where I will be having yeah, either you can select this one. Since I do not have any data, let's use this orders only, and I will select the profit, and I will select the reason wise profit. And if you see here, we have this visual, and if I wanted to save this, you can see here this save report, and it is asking me what is the name of the report that you wanted to give. You wanted to also either you wanted to use this workspace for keeping this new workbook, or you will use this my workspace. So I will go with this one, and I will create sample report. I will put the name as a sample report. Okay, and when I select or click on this one, the report got saved. Just check it. If I never tried it, but if we have that option, then we can do it, and that also you can do it. Let me show you. So analyze in Excel, this is the option. Okay, this is the option. When you do this, what will happen, your model will be downloaded into your Excel, and that Excel you can use it for report building. Okay, I never did it, but I know this can be done. Okay, you have this option. When you click on this one, you can do that. So let me show you if I have anything. Yeah, if you see here, let's open it. If you see here, this is a model. Okay, you have this model here which got downloaded, and within this model, I think you can do that analysis and everything, but that's how it will be downloaded. That's how it will be. You can use it as a reference. Yeah, you can try. You can give a try on that. Yeah. So now let's see. Like now you can able to see it, right? So if you wanted to share, let's say you are the end user. You are the end user. You wanted to share. You wanted to share this report with your business, and your business got this report. Your business got this report, and the business wanted to share some information to you. You as a developer, the business asking you that I need some changes. Okay, so what they will do, if you see here, there is a comment section here. When you click on this one, they will write down the comments here. I need the colors of this report bars should be aligned to organization color palette format. Okay, standards. So this can be published to the users. This can publish it to the users who are having access to your, who are all got the license of your Power BI. Okay, only those users can, only you can post it. You cannot give your Gmail account or someone else's Gmail account. You cannot give it. You can give only the email IDs which are having the Power BI license. You can give it, but the information will not be shared. The information will not be shared. Okay, so once you click on that one, the information will be shared to the respective person. Okay, so this is how you can enter your comments here and mention the people to grab their attention. Clear? That's how you can do it. And when you wanted to export this file, so what is the options you have? You have this Power Pivot and PDF. Both options you can use it for exporting this report. Again, go back to your, since you have this one, and again, if you wanted to edit this report, you can click on this one any point of time. You can do the changes and you can save it back. Okay, so now if you see here, you have your reports. This is called your workspace. My training work is the workspace that we have created. And when it is coming to, this is another dashboard which I have created and deployed it. Okay, so this is, I'm exploring on it, and this is the sales dashboard. And let's see what is this report and what is this dashboard and everything. Okay, so now till now we understood that the reports, this is the report. Let's see, come back to our report. This is the report which we have created for, right? And if I wanted to download, I can download from this export options. Let's say PDF with the current values, or you wanted to have the default values, you can have a default value as well. So you either you can use this option, opt for this option, only the export the current page. I don't want all the pages. Here you can see all the pages, right? I don't want all the pages. I just want the to explore only, export only the current page. So it is getting generated in the PDF. Okay, your PDF file is ready for download. The report page is exported to PDF file and is available for you to download. Available for you to download. So is it downloaded or not? Yeah, let's download. Yeah, you can see now. So now the report got exported. The report got downloaded into the PDF. Okay, now you can see, right? This is how you can download your report into the different formats that are available. Okay. And see, this is the option subscribe, where you have this subscription can be enabled to the different users. So if you see here, what do you mean by subscription? Subscription means, let's say this report is getting loaded every day. This report is getting refreshed every day. So what does it mean? We talked about many times, right? We get the data from different user sources. We get the data from different sources. It can be daily, or it can be hourly, or it can be monthly ones, or it can be weekly ones. So what we do, according to the refreshment of the data, and the report will also get refreshed, right? So the what we will do, we will include the users, stating that, hey, once the moment the report get refreshed, we will say that, hey, user, this report is, this report is ready for your use, and it got refreshed. The kind of a subject you can place it, and you can include that message that you wanted to put it in the message section, body section, so that it is simply go to the your users email account with the information that the report is ready. Okay, so if I run now, it will not, I will not get any, I cannot show you anything. Why? Because this is the ID which I have created, as I showed you. I just created it, so that what that will last for 10 minutes only. But if you have an organization ID or a student ID, you can experiment all of them. You can see that how it is getting it. And if I wanted to see all the subscriptions which are already created for this report, again I can, by clicking on this one, you can see it. Okay, so which page, which particular page you wanted to subscribe it, that also you can do it. This is the option for doing it. Okay, so now, so what we talked about, we talked about the data sets, we talked about the reports. Now we need to see what is a dashboard. What is a dashboard? Dashboard in the sense you can tile the visuals. You can pin the tiles of the visual in the dashboard. So if the question is, can we pin the tiles of the different visuals from the different reports in one single dashboard? The answer is yes. The answer is yes. That is the reason we call it as a dashboard. Dashboard is nothing but the views from the different reports. The views from the different reports. Okay, the views from the different reports. So what we do, what we can do, so when we wanted to, tile it, so let's see how we can do it. Okay, I will go back to the individual pages, and if I see, this is the pin visual. This is the option where you can pin your visual to the dashboard. You can pin the visual. Okay, so let's go back, let's click on this one, and the moment you click on this one, it is asking you wanted to use the existing dashboard or you wanted to create a new dashboard. We have a two different dashboards. One is a sales dashboard, another one is HR dashboard. Let's create a new one. Sample dashboard. Sample dashboard, and I wanted to pin this one, this visual. I would like to pin this one to the dashboard, new dashboard. So if you wanted to go to that one, you can click, simply click on this one, and you can see here. And this is the one which is created, and you can adjust the size of it and anything you can do it. This is the dashboard. If you see here, this is the dashboard. Okay, and if you wanted to edit that, you can edit it. So again, layout and everything, that you can change the theme of the dashboard again. Okay, if you have any themes that you can export and you can use it. These are the different themes that you can use it. Okay, again, you can do the customization. If you want to change the color, that you can do it. All this, again, like as I said, kind of a playground for you. You can experiment whatever you want it. Okay, so again, so here, if you see here, ask a question about your data. I can go to the data set. I can go to the data set, and I wanted to use the maximum sale. Okay, or else I can select anything. If I wanted to pin this one to my visual, again, I can do that. Again, which one? This is the existing one, a sample dashboard, and I will pin it. I wanted to pin it and go to the dashboard. So I will be having two now, two visuals. So I can move this one at any point, at any place. I will take this one. Let's keep this one at here, and let's bring this one at here. And this is how you can do it. This is how you can do it. This is your dashboard. Okay, dashboard means you can bring the different sheets. So let's say now it is coming to the workbooks. You do not have any workbooks. Workbook means nothing but your Excel sheets. So click on this. If you see here, there is a button called Get Data. Get Data. Here, where you have an option of getting the files. Okay, if you click on this one, and when you click on the local file, you will be having data set of the HR dashboard. Okay, let's use this one that got imported. If you see here, that got imported. local file, and okay, anyways, downloads you should be having sample superstore or else. Okay, this is a CSV file, so that's the reason it is getting generated like this. But if you have an Excel sheet, this is Excel workbook. Let's see. Yeah, so let's use this again. But it is showing that even CSV files also can be done. But let's see. Here you can see when I import the workbook, you got enabled with these two options. What is that? Import Excel data into the Power BI report, connect to the data to your workbook so that you can create the Power BI reports. Another one is upload your work Excel file to the Power BI. So this option I will choose it so that your workbook will be created. So that you can use this workbook for the different reports that you wanted to create as a source. Okay, so let's remove this and again this is issue with the Microsoft. If I reduce, yeah, you can see here the demo data. You can see here, right, the demo data. We have, this is the workbook. This is the workbook which got created. Okay, so the workbook is nothing but your Excel sheet basically. Okay, when you upload it, you can see that. And if you wanted to delete everything, that you can do the settings, what is the source, and every information that you can see. Okay, so this is about our workbooks. So we have seen the workbooks and the dashboards as well. So let's go to the navigate to the different data set dashboards that we have. And so this is our dashboard. This one we created and this one I have created earlier, and you can pin it anything. And if you ask this question, you can see here, right, you can ask the question what I want, total sales by region. So the moment I type, so I don't know anything. I don't know how to create the report. I don't know any coding. I don't know anything. But this is very simple, right? This can, at least we can do this. We can generate the reports by just typing like what we know. That way also we are getting it. So that is nothing but your natural language. Power BI supports the natural language. The report, I mean the reporting tool itself has been built in such a way so that you can do the things as easy as possible. So again, I can pin this one to the report sales dashboard, and you can pin it. And when you go back to the dashboard, you can see that. You can see that. Looks very good, right? Any questions from anyone so far? So the only thing that you can cover it, I mean, you can use the trick of using the 10-minute email. So for creating, okay, for creating that email ID, and that you can simply use it. Why? Because that is one time. That is one time. Um, yes, yes. A lot of options. There are a lot of options. You can try it, And what you can do, once you have done it, and let's say, let me go back to this workspace. And here, any dashboard, if I take an example of any report, let's say this is a report, and if you go here, there you will have an options of different options. Okay, you can do that one as well. You can do that one as well. And you have this, you can have this settings. Okay, and you can have this access related thing. You can try that one as well. Okay, if you wanted to give the access to the other account, let's say you create the two different accounts and share this one to another account, and also three accounts, and do not share this one. So how, just notice like how that report is giving access to you, and how the other account which do not have access to this report, is it visible for you or not, is it visible for that workspace or not. So you, at the workspace level also, you can provide the permissions. At the workspace level also, you can provide the access. You can see, right? You can do that. You can add the email address, and you have different roles here. If you see here the different roles, admin, member, contributor, viewer. So based on the role, you can provide the permissions, or you limit the permissions to the users. Okay, see, again you have the new option. Again, you can upload or download anything, you can do it. Okay, so if you wanted to upload a report, that again you can use this option. One option is like uploading a report from the Power BI desktop. Another option is like you can upload the Power BI report from the report which is already saved in your system, and you wanted to upload that also, you can do it. I mean, this is for new, for creating a new report, but this is for uploading it. Okay, browse, and you can upload it. Anything you can upload it. If you see here, this is what it's uploading: PBX, RDL, or XLS files to your workspace. Power BI files, RDL means SSRS reports, report definition language. Okay, XLS files, that Excel workbooks, that you can browse it and upload it to your system, upload it to your workspace. This is purely Power BI service, which runs on Azure cloud. That's it. That's all about our Power BI service and training too. Any questions so far from anyone? Bhargav, I hope you joined, right? Yeah,
Yes, Money. I have done.
yeah. So I hope like you are there from the beginning of this service. Or if you missed this bookmark creation, but you can go through the recording if you missed it. But I hope you are there in Power BI service from the beginning.
Yeah, in the service, yeah, I was there,
Oh,
right
okay,
from
good,
from the
good.
publishing part to creating the services.
Right, right, right. Good. Okay, fine then. Any questions, Bhargav? How do you feel it, and any questions related to this? Let me stop the screen.